Welcome to Lawfolds Farm, episode 16, with me, Mr. Sealy P. Another load at top dollar prices. Should be a good haul. Somebody messaged today to let me know that they'd read somewhere that according to the patch 1.04 into 1.05 that they've adjusted the yield for wood chips from poplars because the yield was too low. So they've adjusted the yield. I think they've adjusted the yield up. I think that's what the message said. Was that 64,900? That's not too bad. I need 65,000 for that because the yields were too low. But what they're now thinking is that they might have adjusted the prices as well for wood chips, but not just for poplars, just generally to kind of combat that. I know on FS15 they were ridiculously high, and on FS17 they were ridiculously low, same as silage, and I think they're trying to find a balance somewhere. That's kind of what I gather, but I don't know how much truth there is in that. Just what I heard. Okay, that's what was stored in the wood chipper. The logging continues because the prices are insane. Now after the harvest here on field 32, which wasn't the one I intended, but it's the one we got, I have got now oilseed rape, canola, 32,000 litres of it. That's not bad going. What I'm probably going to do is either... I don't think I'm going to weed first. I think I might fertiliser spray it first, then cultivate it, then seed it. I don't know what I'm going to put in it yet. All of this... I don't know if I need to put all of it in storage. I know what I'm going to do. I have a plan. It's a good plan, actually. Let me start off first by doing this. It says, it's a good plan if I could reverse, which I've always been particularly bad at. Okay. What should I put in there? About 10,000 litres. That'll do. Now, I'm going to whiz over to Highland Grain, and you'll see why in a minute. So ignore what I last said. I'm going to try that with a different crop, something that's not worth as much. They're paying quite well for the oilseed rape at the moment. I've put some in storage, which is what I needed. The rest I'm going to sell. I'm going to test out at some point with a crop the storage facility for grain and stuff at Highland Grains. Just to see what they charge. I hate it when it does that. Whoa. Okay, I had, what, 20,000 litres in there? I got paid 63,000 for that. Wow. Apart from the fact it just destroyed the back of my trailer, which is going to need repairing now, I would imagine. Yeah, the Highland Grains, they do the storage facility for a small fee, so you can kind of extend your storage for crops, but they charge you a fee. I'm just curious how much they're going to charge. So I think when I do one of the big wheat fields, because wheat's worth less, what I'll probably do is take some of it up there, put it in storage and see what they charge. I said that way back, I don't know what episode it was, just haven't got around to doing it. And I thought I'd do that with this, but this, they were paying nearly 3,000 for 1,000 litres. When it's that sort of money, I'm mad not to. Right, head back over to the farm with this, and then we're on to the next thing that needs to be done. Big changes are afoot. Right, the case has been returned with the trailer, and I'm up at Aberdeen Northern Mart's hub. Some selling. I need to sell some things. Not the JCB, don't worry, I'm keeping that. Right, these need to be sold. I'm going to be using the Brantner, the fertiliser spreader from now on, I think. Yep. Sell that. 20,000, that's not bad. Now. It's done well, the Activa. I want to get something bigger. Look at the tyres on that. There's some weight on the front of there. Impressive stuff. Looks like his back wheels are almost off the ground. Right, first thing I'm going to do is drive through with the header trailer and the header. Detach that. Do that first. $30,000, wow. Okay. Money is creeping back up again. The wood chipping has just been incredible, and some of the crop prices are just have gone insane. Right. Goodbye. Thanks for all the hard work. The Diamond HS12 header. See what we're going to get for the harvester. 155. Wow. Okay, yeah, the money's up near 800,000. Right. While I'm here then, there's something I need to buy. There's something I've already bought, which I bought for anyone who's a bit more observant. In the last episode, my money dropped massively, and then I went off and I've been selling stuff and wood chipping, and that's why every now and again you keep getting little clips of me either selling wood chips or wood chipping, just to prove I'm doing it. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to show as well, while I remember, along that kind of proof line. I don't want people to think I'm cheating, and I'm really not. If we go down to the bottom, where are we? Trees cut down, 102. That's a lot of trees. Missions completed 59, got another one notched up on there, but yeah, trees cut down. In this session I did 3, which was 1 load, which is what you just saw me do, but I've done 102 trees in total. For every 2 of the big ones, 2.5, 2 big ones and a small one, you're getting a full load of 59,000 litres, so that's a lot of wood chips. I haven't actually done any actual logging yet. So, here's what I'm going to do. Under headers, I'm going to buy a corn header, but no ordinary corn header. The Quasar HS16. This thing is a 12 metre header. It's the right one, isn't it? Yep. 12 metre header. It will do corn and sunflowers. You can get a helianthus header which just does sunflowers if you want, and at some point I might do, but when you've got one that does both, it just seems like a lot of money extra. I know it kind of adds a bit of, something nice to it. Now, should I go a little bit different with the colour? Or should I keep it the same? Oh, I don't know. It's a big decision, isn't it? Might go crazy and just get white, or even more bonkers and go for like lime green. That might be a bit much, mightn't it? I'll leave it as it is. I'll leave it red. I'm not that adventurous. Okay. That's a big header. A seriously big header. Right, we'll head back over to the farm. This will be delivered. I'm sure they'll stick it on a low loader or something and bring it over for me. Don't know why I keep doing that. It's because I'm not leaving my finger on the controller long enough. Right, the money I've got then, while I'm here again. I'm going to keep doing this every time I've got enough money. Pigs. Yeah, oh yeah, why not? I'll get 10 more pigs. While I'm here, why not? Confirm. Excellent. Sheep. Yes, please. Another 10. Oh, I'm going to go 20 again. It's a lot of money, but I've got the money there. That's why I've got the money. And then cows. Oh, not pigs again. Cows. 10 maybe this time. Or do I just go crow? You know what? $20. Yeah, why not? Might as well make that wood chipping pay off. Contracting and wood chipping, it's paying off. So, let's have a look now in our livestock screen. We've now got 102 sheep. Wow. We've got 56 pigs and 71 cows. They're all going to need work again. I'll do that in a little while. Desperately trying to establish the farm. Get to a point with the sheep where they produce enough wool that I can sell in pallets at a more regular rate and earning some good money off the wool pallets, but also the milk, that when it gets to midnight I'm actually earning money and not losing any. So even though I've got more livestock and I've got more equipment and I'm doing all the things I'm doing, I'm not going to be hemorrhaging cash, which does mean it takes the pressure off a bit. Then you haven't got to go as mad as doing the wood chipping all the time and that kind of thing. I can then concentrate on the farm and doing some actual farming type things, you know. Some farm work. Who knew? It exists apparently. Not just wood chipping. So, back to the farm. I didn't use the indicators again. Sorry, I keep getting in trouble for that. Better late than never. Nearly there. And here's what all the fuss is about. Not fuss, but, you know, not one to make a fuss, am I? This is our new purchase for the farm. The case. Axial Flow 9230. I've gone with the tracked version just because I fancied it. Why not? It's a big brute. Big long pipe on this one as well, which means you can get away with the massive headers as well. So I've also got the case. Well, I can't remember the number of this now. It's got an interesting number, 3126 or something, is it? 3162. I know it was those digits, just the wrong order. Draper, 45 foot. And that's why I've gone with the Diamond HS16 corn header as well. Because you can get away with those big headers. This is going to make much lighter work of these big fields, and they are big fields. I was going to have to upgrade the harvester at some point, and at some point I may even buy a second one. Whether I'll go with another case or go for something else. I did look at the big Ross saw mash and I did look at the big New Holland, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for this. I do like the look of it. So, that being said, we need to do some work with it. The wheat harvest that I was supposed to do and ended up doing oilseed rape by mistake, I think I'm going to crack on with that. That's going to be the first order of business. So what I'm going to do first is park this up. And then we'll think about moving the combine where we need it. So I'm going to do field. What field am I going to do? Probably 34. I'll do field 34. I do need to get this fertiliser sprayed and then the cultivator on that as well. Some of these jobs I'm going to do off screen. Cultivating a field, you know, you can see the start of it, and once you've seen the cultivator doing the start of a field, all the fields are pretty much the same, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't matter whether I use row crop tyres or not, because it's obviously a field that's just been harvested. I'm not going to be doing any damage to any crops, but before I do that, let's get this out. Now, I'm not convinced with the double gates. I certainly won't get the header through. How can I not find the connector for that? Have I missed that completely? I have, haven't I? There we go. Mine the side of the barn. This is a long vehicle. And big. So winding my way around the farm is going to be interesting. Now, because it's got the crawler tracks, I don't know if this is particularly fast anyway. 12 seems incredibly slow. Just going to check something here. I'm pretty sure... What's that one? 24 miles an hour. 15. I think because it's got the crawler tracks on it, it drops that down to 12. On Farming Simulator 15, the 9230 had tracks, and so did the New Holland. Both of them did 24. I'm sure they did. Does 18. Yeah, so it's slow really in comparison to some of the other harvesters, but it's big. I had fun and games getting this back from the store. I didn't respawn it, I actually drove it back. Some of those lanes are narrow. That was real hard work. Now this is going to be the same as before. This definitely won't go through the gate, so what I'm going to have to do with this one is get a tractor to take it in, probably whiz it around the field and line it up so I can get in and set up. That's the best bet I'm going to do. That bit I will do off screen, because you don't need to see that bit. This is a nice harvester. See it even better out in the daylight. Let's open it up. Cracking bit of kit. Okay, tractor. Let's see if this makes relatively light work of this field. I hope so. Can you imagine doing a field this size with the smaller harvester? Good grief. That would have been painful. Love the bumpy terrain. The track's moving around. Look at it. It's epic. Well, it would be epic if I was paying attention where I was going. Loving it. Fantastic. Now I'm just trying to decide. I do need straw bales, absolutely I do. I need them for the cows, for bedding and for mixed ration, and I'm getting through them at a fair rate. I do need them for the pigs, but only for bedding, so not as high a rate. And I think I've got 4 bales sitting there actually for the pigs. So the question is, how much of this do I do a straw swath on? Because realistically, I'm going to end up with way too much straw. Got to be careful now not to destroy the crops. Yeah, I have way too much. So it probably would have made more sense if I'd started going the other side first, because it would have been easier for baling, wouldn't it? You know what? Back up, swing round, and I'm going to go the other side first because it's closer to the track, closer to the farm. If I bale that side first, or make straw swaths that side first, and then the rest of it just harvest without this straw swath on, because this is a wide header as well, so these straw swaths are going to have quite a high yield in them. They'll have quite a lot of straw in each swath. So, and I've got another field over there as well, so I can always do some more. That's not a problem. The price of wheat is pretty good on this map. It's over 1,000 at the moment, so there should be a bit of money in this as well. I'm going to put some in storage again, so I've got some for the pigs. The rest I will sell. And with this, with the wheat, I might put a bit of this in storage up at Highland Grain, like I said I would, just to see what they charge, because I am curious. I'm not curious enough to have done it before now, which I should have been. I've got sidetracked doing so many other things, but I will do. That's what I'm going to do. I might do a couple of strips down the field and back up again, and that'll be it for straw swaths. And the rest I will just do normally, I think. It's got a little way to go, but it's not far off full on those crops. Yeah, the yield is pretty impressive on this so far. I mean, it's a big field, don't get me wrong, but not bad. I'll do one more strip with the straw swath on, and then take it off. And that should do me for bales for a little while. Although now I've got more cows and stuff, I'm going to be getting through them. Should take in that strip perfectly. Nice, okay, right. Right, let's see if I can get this set on its way. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. And as luck would have it, we come to the end of a row. So what I will now do is just jump across here, wrong way, every time, disable straw swath, and now I will carry on without the straw swath enabled. And we'll see what we get out of this field. The temptation to just plant every field with soybean is ridiculous. Okay, brilliant. Now, the beauty of using this, the Brantner, not Brantner, Bradle, as opposed to the fertiliser sprayer, because the fertiliser sprayer arms, when you haven't got a lot of room at the end of the field, I was finding the fertiliser sprayer, as it was turning around, was catching the walls and stopping, and the worker wasn't working. This doesn't need a lot of turning room. It kind of, to me, it just made more sense. Do I like the sprayers? Absolutely I do. On Goldcrest Valley I had the New Holland Guardian boom sprayer. Love that. Absolutely brilliant, but that needs a massive amount of turning space. But this is working well. Once this has been gone over, I'll then cultivate, and that'll be the first fertilising state done. Cultivated, ready for seed. Seed with fertiliser in it, second state, then all I've got to do is wait for it to then first growth stage, get the weeder over it, and that's it, done. Not sure what I'm going to put in it yet, but we'll see. There's a couple of patches I have to go around and just sort out at the end, but nothing major. I love this farm. I'm just going to get stuck now, isn't it, just to prove my point? I hope not. With the harvester carrying on, it's just done an unload. I thought I'd go and grab the baler. I might as well start baling. And I've stuck the normal tyres back onto the Massey Ferguson. Now, can't even see what it is, 7768 is it? Can't quite tell. And I forgot we had the Massey Ferguson square baler. What a fantastic combo. So, let's open this up. Get it turned on. Drop the pickup. And let's get cracking. Like I say, the swaths on this are going to be quite productive because of the size of the header. Now, I didn't notice this so much on the Old Stream Farm, but the ground response mod, these fields definitely are more bumpy. You can see the vehicles actually moving up and down. It's made a massive difference on this. The tractors are moving more, the trailers are moving more. It's fantastic. I'm really impressed with it. Really happy with it as well. Now I've got to be careful with these bales because it's an automatic baler, but if I drop a bale where that harvester is going to go, so I'm thinking if I go up this end first, try and get some of the hay. I'm just going to drop a bale, isn't it? Yeah, look at the way this is moving across the field. That is just brilliant. Yeah, try and get some of this out of the way, because if I drop a bale here, the harvester's going to hit the bale. Actually, I might be better off leaving that till later once it's finished. Do the 2 strips down. Forgetting that I've got crop destruction on. Be careful when turning. Yeah, see how productive these are. Whoa, that's going to be chucking them out at a rate of knots now. But, there we go. Fantastic. Helper G, over on field 32, has completed his task. Didn't take long. There'll be a couple of bits that are going to need sorting out over there, but nothing major. Well, this is proper multitasking farming. And I've got enough now, as I said before. The things that I was leasing I wanted to buy, so the only thing I've still got leased I think is the auto stack, the square bale auto stack, the Arcusin. So I'll buy one of those. I'm sure that was only about 60 something thousand I think to buy. Right, baling will carry on, harvesting is carrying on. Field 32 is doing well. I've been a bit sneaky with the baling, and I've been kind of whizzing up and down, and when I've got to close to full with 2 bales in there, been whizzing down and dropping them off. Harvester's got a full grain tank, and we've created, I think, 24 bales, if my count's right. 24 bales in this session alone. So we've got 24 bales. The auto stack will take 16, so I can put 16, well, probably most of them over by the cows actually. But there you go, baling's done as well. Fantastic. I'm going to empty that harvester out, and we'll see how we're doing for time. But this is all going rather well. I've got about 3,588, 58 litres in here. I haven't quite got enough for another bale, which isn't a problem. That'll just sit in there until the next time I bale. Okay. Well, that's the trailer full. 46,900 litres of wheat. The harvest is still going. Not much left to do, in all honesty. So I'm going to put some of this into storage for the pigs. Some of it I might go and try up at the Highland Grain to see. That might be the start of the next episode. And some of it I'm likely to sell. We shall see. But that's the end of another episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Plenty more stuff done again. If you did, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.